NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. To throw is Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A give. This is Montgomery. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Cam's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Newton on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 53 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Dalton sets up play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. first down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Dalton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Carolina! Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 16, Dalton. This one swung out to Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Andy Dalton. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Newton. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11. Here's Newton. He gets it to Sims, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down right around the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Dalton. Flushed out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Newton taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
Here comes Cohen. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton now to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And again, it's Chubb. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
20.
Here's Newton. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Here's Cohen now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down.
It's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Dalton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So Dalton now. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Williams running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You go tight. You go tight right there.
Newton. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To try again after the sack. Newton. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We got three.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Oh, good move. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Here's Cohen now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams from 17 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. The throw taken in by Sims. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's out to Chubb, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 42 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Dalton off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up to...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
That's caught by Sims. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alec Ogletree, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 50, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, 50 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Cam to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Damian Williams, 44 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Callaway, the return man. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Newton. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.